Hello guys, it's Guagadu here, and welcome to today's Sunday Community Skirmish. This is the Sunday Community Skirmish number 120. I'm joined today by Sir Stefan. Say hello.
Everyone.
Alright, so our first match today is going to be, it appears... Okay, East Chaldon Trading Company against Clan, of course. I've been out of casting for a while, so I had to test all my hotkeys before I actually found the right one. The lobby timer is begin. That means 4 minutes or less until the match actually begins. And this match is going to be on Battle of the Dunes. Of course, it's going to be a 2v2 deathmatch, as all SCS matches are.
The forum page for the Sunday Community Skirmish. For some reason, your channel was not linked on it yet. Early this morning.
Alright, at this time we should be nearing the end of the timer. Probably about minute and a half by now. I wish I could talk about how these teams have been doing in recent weeks, however, I have been unable to watch them. But, well, I'm sure we'll find out pretty soon. Hello there, Huskar. How are you doing today? team compositions are now locked. So we're going to be seeing Mobula Goldfish versus Goldfish Pyramidion.
If the people that are actually on the SCS are watching at the moment to close their link down immediately. Get any accusations of people watching the stream while playing, because we had those ones before. Close it down so nobody can accuse you of spying on the stream. Of course.
Oh yes, I just remembered that I wanted to put some delay, and I forgot, of course. Anyways, I'm going to do that after
Decency
this match.
not to do this. Well, just have to call everyone decency not to do that.
Anyways, we are now loading into Battle on the Dunes. It is the largest of the 2v2 maps, I believe. And it is, for the most part, a very wide open map. There's only a small cover on the outsides and this cloud cover in the middle. Anyways, on the red team we have, that's the East Chaldon Trading Company. We have the Flying Flounder, piloted by Captain Scrowbeard. This is a Mobula. It has a Merc as the main gun, 2 Artemises down below, a Gat top left and top right as well. We also have the Poodle Moth, piloted by Mirwin. This is a Hwachafish with an Artemis on the left and a Gat on the right. Take it away with the blue team.
The Rackets, piloted by Infinite Omelette. It's a Hwachafish with an Artemis and a flamethrower on the side. Joined in battle with them is the 45 Special. It's piloted by Richard Lemoon. It's a Pyramidion with double Hades and a Artemis and a Banshee on the side, so no flare gun.
It does appear that the 45 Special is trying to pull off a slight flank through the ribs here, using the ribs as cover from the red team.
Just sit below him and fire at the same time, so... And Hades, they don't underestimate them. They do a decent amount of damage to a Mobula with their hull down. Like, more than you would expect. See this Mobula being a Merc Mobula. If they above him, he can't do anything. So I guess we'll see if... It should be quite interesting. Although they're getting pounded quite hard.
Of course, as Stefan was mentioning, the Mobula has absolutely no upward arcs on its guns. The Merc doesn't have arcs anywhere, and the Artemis, I believe, only has 10 degrees upwards arc. Now it appears that both the blue ships are going to be approaching the Poodle Moth.
Yeah, he's over.
Armor drop on the Rackets.
He's going out there.
About
yeah, he's getting the car fast.
Poodle Moth has now lost their armor. These shots not managing to do much perma damage to them. Specials now in an interesting position. They're directly behind the Poodle Moth. Rackets coming in. It's going to be both of them focusing the Poodle Moth in a second. Armor still standing strong on the Poodle Moth. There goes their balloon. They're going to be dropping quickly.
Like I was saying with the flamethrower on the side of... Well, more efficient than you would think, like in terms of what you think a flamethrower does. Good Hades going out on the Poodle Moth.
Rackets is now right up by the Flying Flounder, of course, using that flamethrower. Watch a shot goes in. There go 4 of the guns. armor drop on Poodlemoth, taking Hades shots, not going to do too much perma damage to them. Hwacha goes out, misses most of the rackets, all it gets is one engine. Armor drop on Poodlemoth again. It brings them to about 20% of their maximum perma health. Another Hwacha goes out on the Flying Flounder. 3 guns and an engine are now dead from them. Shots going mostly high. Hwacha goes out into the exposed perma of the Flying Flounder, and there's the first kill for the Rackets. Clan will now have first kill advantage. Hwacha going out from Poodlemoth onto Rackets. Poodlemoth is now retreating. Hwacha goes on onto 45 special, disabling all 3 engines almost immediately. Flying Flounder has respawned. Armor drop on 45 special. Hwacha is gonna go in. It's not gonna be.
Nah, they clutched in time. Oh, another hull break on it. Drop. Still lost one of its engines. Just gonna try to moonshine out of there. Pyramidion does spawn in, but quite far away. The Racket's actually in safety right now for the Mobula, but the Poodlemoth is. And he pulls out. And Flying Flounder hull broken.
Flying Flounder once again with an armor drop and balloon broken. Perma is very low. Armor drop and Hwacha into the exposed armor. They get it up just in time. About 10% of their health. Armor drop again, and there's the kill for Rackets. Clan leads with a score of 2-1.
Both sides here. Company's going to recover from this. I've seen him do it, so. Good Hwacha there, disabling some of the engines. They do manage to keep going though, so.
Armor drop now on Poodle Moth. Hades shot's not going to manage to finish them off. Watcha goes in, and that manages to finish them off. Rackets record their team's third kill. Luckily for the Flying Flounder, they have not yet approached too much back into the engagement. Poodle Moth spawns in right behind both the blue ships. Let's see what they're going to do with this positional advantage of theirs. Armor drop.
Mole doesn't take enough. Yeah, they do take quite a lot of damage up here.
Rackets has noticed the spawn of the Poodle Moth. They're going to be launching their Watcha.
Oh, we might see a ram here from the Pyramidian.
And that's a
beautiful ram kill
for the 45 special. Poodle Moth now stuck in this 2v1. Need to survive, otherwise they will lose this match.
Yeah, it doesn't look too good for them at this point. They do manage to get...
Armor drop on Poodle Moth, and there's
we might see the kill here, yeah.
Clan will beat East Chaldon Trading Company by a score of 5-1.
East Chaldon Trading Company is not out of the tournament yet. They have a chance to redeem themselves for the Road to Redemption, which will be up in just a minute.
That will actually be our next match, I believe. And
yes, it will.
Let's see what's going on the other stream currently right now. Is it twitch.tv/thatlasagnaguy? Currently the score is over there is 3-2. Saltro lead the Skyborn.
It's actually quite interesting.
Anyways, hello there. As Sminja? I don't know. I'm going to assume that's correct. How are you doing today? It's actually... Okay, my graphics are broken. Alright. There should be a challenge bracket showing up right now, but I guess that's not going to happen. Dear, what is going on with this right now? I apologize, it's been a while since I last casted any event. And it appears that everything has been completely broken. Alright, I'll just not show challenge and show this completely boring brown screen. Alright, and it appears that the Skyborn have just managed to defeat Saltro by a score of 5-3. That means that our next match will be between the East Chaldon Trading Company and Saltro on Clash at Blackcliff.
Had some sneaky victories on that one.
Alright, our teams have mostly loaded in. I'm gonna switch to lobby view. And it again took me the second try to actually find the right hotkey. I am on the ball today. And I also forgot to change the team names.
Thing.
Alright, Stefan, I think you're not everything is being transmitted over thing. Discord. That's what I'm trying to say. Alright, 4 minutes remaining until the match begins. Lobby timer has begun.
cliff, which I managed before. Which I managed before. Probably my favorite map in this game. I think Ambush I like a bit more, but I'm not sure.
Right, I don't think I didn't hear entirely what you were saying because it's not.
Is it thing that's coming? Coming through again, yeah.
Connected. You were moved. User joined your channel.
Okay, should be loud and clear now.
Alright. Yes. We were having a bit of problems with our voice chat, so we just switched over from Discord to TeamSpeak, and now it should be better. At least, I hope so. You know, I just realized I was talking to Twitch, but not to TeamSpeak. Let me just change my settings. I always forget that I have a hotkey for TeamSpeak because people complain about my keyboard.
Yeah, I could hear that in the other thing as well, so...
Yeah, I don't do push-to-talk on Discord because I use that when playing... Because most of the games I use that for, I use a controller for. Or don't really want to...
Okay.
It has so many hotkeys... Or the game has so many hotkeys that by setting a push-to-talk key, I will completely ruin over what I'm doing. Alright, now it should be hotkey-less. And the match will now be beginning.
Just have to remind everyone again, if you're in the match, don't watch the stream, just to keep it all fair.
My game has just crashed.
Well, you have officially 45 seconds left, so...
Alright.
Meanwhile,
Well,
I'll just introduce the ships.
Yes. Alright, so this map will be Clash at Blackcliff. It is a quite a large map, but it doesn't mean it's limited to long-range combat. There's a lot of cover in the middle of the map. It usually leads to very interesting fights, so we are now loaded in. On the red team, we have the East Chowdon Trading Company. Here we have the Kipu Moth, piloted by Merwin. This is a Junker. Has an Artemis on the front, an Artemis and a Gatling on the right, and a Gatling and a mortar on the left. We also have the Flying Flounder. This one is a Mobula, piloted by Captain Scrowbeard. It is a Gatling on the top, 2 Banshees on the bottom, and an Artemis and a Flare on the top. Take it away with the blue team.
For the Alternative Trading Company, we have the Luvaris, piloted by Baron Dun Julian. It's a Pyramidian with... It's actually a carrot, by the way, with the Carronade and the Artemis front, a Banshee, a flare gun, and a mine launcher on the side, actually. Give me on that. Joining them in battle is the Lasagna, piloted by Lefario, if pronounced correctly. Please let me know if it's not. It's a Hawaii fish with a Carronade and a Gatling gun. So both very close quarter ships. Actually, all the ships here are pretty close quarters, so it's going to be quite interesting to see what's going to happen. Although I think the Pyramidion that's the Carrot is going to have a great advantage versus the Junker with its Carronade and Arcane sockets. But we'll see what's going to happen. That Mobula could be quite deadly as well if used correctly.
Alright, it looks like the blue team is advancing on the east part of the map, while the red team is doing the same thing on the exactly opposite side of the map.
It's quite an interesting map, this, like in terms if you look to all the areas that you have like this open part where the blues move. Now it's completely open, from time to time a bit of smoke cover, cloud cover that comes through it, but in the middle you have this part of the refinery itself, which could be, well, you could do close quarter combat there relatively efficient, without like being picked down by long range ships. You can just hide behind the things. There's cloud cover, there's hard cover, there are mountains, pipeline to move besides. It's I love the design of this map. Not sure how other people think about this. If I remember correctly, there was the map, the coin flip, which we're not going to talk about.
Yeah, the coin flip in the last match of the grand finals.
We had a coin flip 2 weeks ago though on the stream of Waters, Clan versus the East Caledonian Trading Company. In that case, East Caledonian Trading Company won the coin flip, but they gave the victory away to Clan because they didn't want to win through a coin flip. So even the coin flip can bring surprises. So far both teams aren't really doing anything at the moment. I guess both trying to wait out something, but
I assume that each team is thinking to themselves, oh, the other team is going to push us.
Yeah, you would expect blue mostly just goes through Alpha Bravo and then up to 4, 5, 6.
Oh dear, okay.
What I've seen mainly.
Alright, I just realized my hotkeys can break my stream. Which almost happened.
Well, as long as I'm not talking to myself again, it's all good to go. I've had that before on the Bunker Madness. Which I have to remind everyone is tomorrow at 9 o'clock Central European Time. Muse gave us a title now, so if you attend and you win the special rounds, you can win the title of the Mind Magician. We first wanted to go for Australian Seagull, but Muse did not approve, so we can always sign a petition, see if they want to approve it, but I doubt they are gonna agree with that. But the Australian Seagull would have been pretty nice to make.
Alright, it seems that the red team is now slowly pushing over the west side of the map, while the blue team has been staying sort of mostly still, just in this position around E and F3 and 4.
And that the 15 minutes left. And normally you expect these kind of things with long range ships, you don't expect them with close range ships, so this is... yeah. I'm not sure what to think of it, but okay.
Yes, most of these ships are ships that you'd expect to go into close range combat and actively be seeking out close range combat. Not this strategic staying back that they are doing. Of course, the downside to the aggressive push is that, well, the other team has the advantage because they are set up while you might not be.
Doesn't necessarily have to be if the push comes where you don't expect it.
Speaking of pushes you don't expect, I don't think the blue team is expecting the red team to come from this side, seeing as though they're both facing forward and probably are less likely to spot them over to their left. Yevamov has pushed forward quite a bit in front of the Flying Flounder. They are almost in sight, though of course the range is still quite long. So nothing guarantees that even if they were in line of sight, they would see each other. Both teams right now seem to be content with their positions.
There's still hope for a coin flip by the looks of it.
I don't think the blue team has moved in the past 5 minutes.
They're very patient to give him that. Literally, I'm a squid player mostly. I would have moved already. I had something like, fuck it, just don't care, do it.
Now the
like
keeping
even
moth
with
should
a
be getting
mobile,
line of sight on the Loharis. Sorry to interrupt.
It's kind of interesting to see if they're gonna spot him or not. Like if they don't spot him, they can put him off is keep him off is spotted. They know exactly where they are.
Still, both blue ships are remaining to look forward.
No, they're turning. They're turning. They're moving. I feel it's my duty. I have to remind everyone that the coin flip is possible, but just to see if that's gonna like push him up. But no professional refereeing. Although I get the feeling these Caledonians are not gonna let it come down to that. They're probably thinking right now, not again.
And now the red team are pursuing... Sorry, both teams are pursuing the positions where they last spotted their opponents. So we're going to have a position swap after that spot there.
Well, it's whatever they fancy, I guess. Oh, looks like they're actually getting close now.
And it looks like we're going to have the first engagement of this match coming up. 9 minutes, about 9 minutes
12.
in.
Ooh, good Gatling going out there. Hilbert on Lasagna dead quick. Oh, wow.
Another armor drop on Lasagna. There's Artemis shots going in. And there's the first kill for the keeping moth. Loharis is extremely pushing the flying flounder. Armor drop on Loharis though. They're going to be dropping down right now. Flounder's lost their balloon. Flounder's still down on Loharis. They're charging a flounder. Very low perma. Another armor drop going on. And there's the kill.
Looks like the trading company did pick some lesson after the last match that you can't bring the long-range mobile into like a mid-range combat. They're bringing something a lot more capable to fight on this kind of field. It's kind of interesting to see how they're adapting right now, but it's a very, very nice engagement there. With 10 minutes left, the first 2 kills already to red.
Blue ships have spawned back in.
Also, that breaks the coin flip for us for today, so thank God for that. I still have homework to do, so no coin flip. I was hoping for some quick matches, but okay. Everyone has to destroy my hope today, so it looks like I'm just gonna go through it until 5 o'clock in the morning.
Blue team now going around this mountain range in the center, through the refinery. Red team content to stay down here where they just fought.
Well, the red team can just afford to be patient right now. They don't necessarily have to go into combat, so... Looks like they're gonna get close again. We might see some more action going on here.
And there's the spots onto Lasagna and Kipuma. Flounder's unspotted. They are hiding behind that building down there. Are spotted as well. Watching Kipuma
Good how watch it going out there.
Flounder is still unspotted. They are now making their way into this engagement. Good ram onto Kipuma. Kills their balloon. Armor's down as well. Watch onto Flounder.
Yeah, the time with the Pyramiding is awful there. It was way too late.
Kipuma still balloon broken there.
Ooh, hull break on the Flying Flounder. If they're gonna get the Hawacha off right now, they could potentially. Okay, we have confirmation of the other match. Looks like the Skyborn had a flawless victory, 5-0. Versus the Altruistic Trading Company. So the winner of this match is gonna fight against them. Ooh, good Hawacha going out, picking up their first kill. Blue is on the table in this case. Let me quickly update the bracket by the way, so the other match can start.
Armor drop on Luharis. Taking heavy damage, and Kipuma manages to get that kill despite keeping the lone ship alive from their team. But now they are fully disabled. Sorry, all their guns are disabled. That Hawacha blast. Armor drop. Hawacha goes mostly wide due to that hydrogen. I assume from the Kipuma. Do manage to hit a couple shots though. Managing to bring them down.
Although Luvaris has a good spawn right now, they should be able to finish him off before the Flying Founder comes back. Especially the keeping him off being in bad shape as it is at the moment. Ram going out, almost actually destroying their balloon. They're dropping down right now as both blue ships are going to try to bear down on them.
And there's the kill. Lasagna manages to get that one. It is 3-2 for the East Challenge.
Founder comes in. He needs to get out of there. He needs to get out of there right now.
Of course, the red team does still have the kill advantage, but they certainly do not want to have it come to that. Kipuma spawns in right behind the Flying Flounder, while both blue ships are rushing into this engagement at what appears to be full speed.
Ooh, again, highly overstretched Goldfish. Whole armor drop on him. Good maneuver there, but they keep him preventing a ram on the Flying Founder. We might see a Goomba here. No, we don't, but they go past him. Nicely done. Ooh, keep him with hull broken, almost balloon broken as well.
Armor drop
hull
on
break
Lasagna.
on.
About half their health.
We'll keep him on the ground here at the moment with hull broken.
The Kipuma is grinding on the ground, and there's the kill. Score is now 3-3. Blue team should be able to push this advantage and get the kill on the Flying Flounder.
Ooh, completely off timing there with those Artemis rockets.
And armor down
this
on
looks
the
bad.
Flounder. Watch goes in there at the slightest amount of health. Armor drop again. The team still does not manage to get the kill.
No, we might see the kill here, yes, and that brings the score to 3-4 in favor of the Altruistic Trading Company. Wait, no, wait, Saltro, my bad. Altruistic Trading Company is on the other match. To sort my head out properly today.
Looks like right now they are running away. Whether this is to play the timer or to just get away from red spawn, I can't tell yet. There's the spawn of the Kipu Moth and the Flounder right next to each other.
Yeah, they're gonna play the timer in this case.
Both blue ships are behind hard cover right now. We'll be playing out the timer for the last about 2.5 minutes. And based on their positioning right now, I would say that there is no question that blue team are going to manage to win this match unless they happen to make some sort of mistake, such as hitting a rock while running away.
No, they are making a mistake. They took the way around the rock down here, giving the Finding Found a chance to move around if they're fast enough, but I don't think they see it.
Line of sight created and a spot on the Flounder now.
If they rush, if I were them, would just rush in on the assign and quickly get the kill.
Both blue ships are now spotted. Kipu Moth is still unspotted. It actually looks as though they're trying a pincer move and the Flounder's pushing them toward the Kipu Moth.
Yeah, they're forced to engage now. But that split that might have been fatal here if they... Ooh, there's going to be a very, very close one. Nasaya needs to get the cover right now as the Mobila bears down upon him. Ooh, he needs to help with the keeping mob though. He is almost on the ground with the balloon and hull broken. Although the Banshee's going in and takes the kill. This brings the score to equal again. With 1 minute left.
There's the balance of the Kipu Moth. They don't have a balloon. They are right now grounding out on the ground. And there's the stomp from the Laharis. And there's the kill. What a stomp from the Saltro. From Team Saltro. They managed to win by a score of 5-4. What a close match.
Yeah, excellent close match. Nice play from both teams down there. But that ends it though for the East Caledonian Trading Company. They are eliminated from this tournament, and of course we will love to see them back next week.
Alright, so our next match is going to be between Saltro and Altruistic Trading Company. Of course, winner will advance to the losers final. Well, whoever loses that match will be eliminated.
As is the fun with a double elimination tournament. Let's have a quick look on which map we picked out today. 5. Fight over Frinefield. Lobby is open.
We really need to get a sword feature for a friends list. I have to scroll through mine 2 to 3 times to find most people. Alright, I'll be right back. I have returned.
It's the altruistic trading company versus the Saltro. Muting myself.
Alright. I hope I spelled that correctly. Actually looks like the Salter had a disconnect last second. Anyways, we are now loading into Fight Over Fernfeld. This is one of the larger maps in the game. Okay, we load in immediately. And there's a pause being requested. Anyways, let's go on for ship loadouts. On the red team, we have Who Needs a Map? Piloted by Steambrains, it is a Mobula with a Hades on top, 2 Flax on the bottom, and 2 Banshees on top. We also have the Dirty Coraline, piloted by Hungover NG. This is a Junker with a Hades in the front, Gat and a Mortar on the left, and another Gat and a Mortar on the right. Alright, because it appears Stefan is muted, I will start on the blue team as well. So
sorry, I'm just doing some ref stuff, making sure that everything goes fair. Because officially they have to call out loadouts if they get someone in after. But I guess it doesn't really apply here if I read the rules correctly. Okay, timer started. Didn't really catch which team you call out, so I guess you can do the other one as well.
Alright. Anyways, then, on the blue team we have the Serenity, piloted by Baron Don Juan. This is a blenderfish, meaning, of course, a heavy carronade on the front, flamethrower on the left, and a Gat on the right. We also have the Eclipse, piloted by Laythry. This is a galleon. It has a lumber flak Hades on the left, Quacha Caro on the right, and a flare in the back.
So it's a meta mob, or meta galleon. What they use standard in most matches for long range galleons. Pretty efficient if you know how to use it. So I guess how this is gonna play out for the blue team. Like the Eclipse is gonna sit backwards and just does what it does best, shooting shit while the Serenity moves in, try to disable their balloons, try to keep them down. Which I guess the Lumberjack can do just as fine. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this is gonna work out. But okay, okay, so the blue team is going for double flag on bottom with a Hades on top. Very interesting.
What I do
And
find
Hungover, of
interesting-
course, who pilots the Junker always with the meta sides and the front Hades. And of course that man brings Tar, because that man needs it. If anyone ever seen him without a Tar barrel in a match, please take a screenshot for me, otherwise I'll not believe it.
What I do find interesting here about the blue team's composition is that the two ships have quite different sort of styles of play. The Galleon is a sit back and snipe and hope they don't get close type of ship, or try to stop them from getting close with this loadout. Meanwhile, the Serenity, or that Blenderfish, requires them to be very close in order to actually function.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting to see how they're going to work this out. Although I'm not pretty sure how Junker's going to be in place with this, especially with having such a vulnerable balloon. Especially the Mobile also having no Artemis rocket, so it can't really disable anything. It does have the kill potential, but it doesn't have the disable thing they need against this, the Serenity and the Eclipse. But it's going to be interesting to see how they're going to deal with it. With 17 minutes left.
Alright, just a second ago there was open line of sight from between the Dirty Coraline and the blue ships. No one decided to spot, but I'm going to assume that at least the red team definitely knows where the blue ships are. Of course, the red team did change their course once they saw the blue ships. Blue team has chosen a position to sit in that is very good for these long range ships because there's very little cover that can be used to approach them. But it actually doesn't appear that any of the players...
Oh, looks like we have confirmation in the other match coming in.
Let's
Skyborn
see.
had a victory again over Clan 5-1.
Alright, that means that whoever wins this match will be playing against Clan.
Skyborn has already been sent to the finals as the defending champions. Kind of expected, but... well, unless the training damage get into place, now it gets interesting. Yeah, it might take a while. I don't think the red chips are gonna risk it pushing in, and blue doesn't look like giving an inch.
Yes, the problem with the red team's composition is that the only long-range maps they have, or the only long-range guns they have are 2 Hades, one on each ship, and
There's Flex gonna do decent as well at long range. And they have 2 Banshees, which are, I guess, mid-range.
yes, well, technically those guns do have very long range, quite long ranges. They're very difficult to use over those long range, especially the Banshee, because while their projectiles will fly a long distance, they spread out very far. And as we say that, the red team is thinking of a different approach to this. I'm going to guess that they want to go around the north of the map to try to use that slight bit more of cover to get a sort of sneak approach. Red ships have made their way toward the far north of the map at this point. Trying to get as close as they can to the blue ships.
I doubt that position's gonna do much better.
Yeah, the position, as I mentioned earlier, the position the blue team chose is very wide open, meaning that it is very difficult to actually approach them. Alright, it appears the blue team is suspecting a move somewhat like this, as the Eclipse has angled themselves to face about 45 degrees further north than they were facing earlier. The core line is now in the open, vulnerable, of course, to the lumberjacks of the Eclipse. There's the spots. The red team does take cover, though, at this point. It appears the blue team has faced a disconnection.
Well, they can't call any pause right now. Combat is being resumed, so they just have to deal with it at this point. And the AI isn't that bad at the start. Well, scratch that.
There are worse ships
Very
having AI
good
on
Hades
than a
shells going
goldfish.
out, actually.
Actually, the red team now has a disconnection as well on their Mobula. Serenity has charged way into this engagement, holding back because they see that they can get cut off from their ally. Serenity's still without their player, suffering that disconnection. Meanwhile, the red Mobula has received their player again. The Serenity is right now going for a flank around this mountain.
Oh yeah, this could prove deadly if he can get in contact with the Junker fast enough. Meanwhile, good lumberjack shells going out, breaking the balloon and almost the hull there. Oh, that's in a bad position for them there. If they're gonna touch the ground, they're as good as that. Oh, they clutched the balloon though, they managed to get it back up. The fire's still going in, another hit on the balloon. Next one might be fatal. Meanwhile, the Serenity is going after the Dirty Caroline. Managed to destroy its balloon, ramming him into the hole, and that's a fast kill.
It was an excellent ram there. We need to map his balloon and armor broken.
Oh, and there
killed.
goes that second kill as well.
Serenity flanking and doing a lot of work in that one. First kill recorded just about 12 minutes into this match. Blue ships are, as it appears, once again retreating back into their corner.
Yeah, why wouldn't they? They can just play the timer at this point. Although it's not very nice for the stream, but I guess it's the correct move to do in this case. We did it with 11 minutes, so I guess we don't have the right of talking here.
Red ships are going for the same approach angle as they just came from in the previous engagement. We're on the north of the map, getting as close as they possibly can to the blue ships. Of course, both of their ships are built with close to medium range in mind. Dirty Coraline has now emerged from their cloud cover.
They do put up a nice high though, so although it looks like the Eclipse is going to see him any moment now. I'm sure if that height is going to serve him very, very long when that lumberjack is coming out.
Dirty Coraline is finally spotted now, but they have made their way very close to the blue ships.
Also makes it easy to fire the lumberjack, so... Yeah, and there goes that balloon.
course, the advantage of using the very high approach that the Dirty Corn line did means that even if they fall and lose their balloon, they don't hit the ground immediately. Red ships really need to get into the close range on this side of the galleon. That is what is.
They both lost the balloon
of
already.
damage.
Mobile almost hull broken. Oh, and there goes. Oh, if the heavy flags come out now, no, they don't get up in time.
Balloon dropped on Who Needs a Map. And now on Dirty Core Line as well.
So I guess it's finding the part of the combat where they want it to be, only now that Galleon is just doing its work untouched, popping their balloons without being touched at this point. Meanwhile, the Caroline is trying to use its Gatling. Oh, quick kill again on the Mobila, bringing the score from 0 to 3.
Dirty Core Line is going to... there they use their tar. Trying to get a cloud of cover between them and the Serenity, not managing to do so. I'm going to take heavy hits from the Galleon.
Oh, that was a good heavy flag hit going out there. And there they go down.
Score's now 4-0, and I see absolutely no way for the red team to actually get back into this position.
Yeah, their ship loadouts are just not... Yeah, also, of course, their positioning, but... I guess with 2 meta mobs you would have been able to do this.
They just absolutely...
Just something a bit of disable power. Like a couple Artemis rockets would do great on this, or maybe a Galleon to counter it yourself. But of course you need the gunners to do that properly. But right now they just don't have. Just don't have any disabling power. They have kill power but no disabling power, which is something you can't afford in these kind of matches. I guess you could do it against Serenity, but not with the Eclipse sitting behind there, just doing its work. Oh, what is that? When he goes crazy, he goes in on himself.
Yeah, there's absolutely nothing the red team can do with these ship loadouts against this position from the Eclipse. They can't get close enough, and they don't have the firepower to snipe against them.
I don't get the score from the who needs a map to go in on himself. He's probably gonna touch the rocks here while Hades go out, almost destroying the hull down there. They do manage to get it back up though.
Dirty Coraline only now coming back into this engagement. Who needs a map? Balloon broken, and
oh, he needs to get out of there. Like he needs to leave. Oh, he might just gonna touch the ground here. He's going full reverse. He does manage to get into a bit of cover to clutch the balloon though, but the hull is going down. Meanwhile, the Dirty Caroline is trying to rush in, I guess, trying to save his ally. Again, like taking a way too low position against his lumberjack here. His balloon is probably gonna get popped here pretty fast. Looks like they're gonna try to get for the Serenity here. With... Oh, they do manage to get the hull break now. If they can get mortars and flags out, they could manage to pick up a kill here. Come on, red team, try to at least pick up 1 kill here. Try to get yourself on the board. Oh, when they pick up a kill. Very nicely done, but only 45 seconds left. I don't see how they're gonna pick up this match out of this. Remember, overtime can be applied as long as they are in an active engagement. But that's only 3 minutes, and after that, the team with the most kills will win.
Dirty Coraline finally has gotten into this close range engagement with the Eclipse. Gatling shots going in, bringing down the armor. Serenity is in this engagement here, though.
Okay, and we are officially in overtime now.
Eclipse's armor broken, and there's the kill. Serenity now going to be rushing into the Who Needs a Map.
Yeah, Serenity should have just spawned on the other side of the map. Ooh, good fire going out there against the Serenity. They might pick up another kill here. If he doesn't manage to ram himself into the Who Needs a Map, we might see a Goomba down here. Or they do manage to escape from it.
The Eclipse has spawned back in at a very close range.
Ooh, we might see a ram here from the Dirty Caroline. If they manage to get at the mortars right now, which they don't. They do it too late there. Gatling going out again. Meanwhile, the Who Needs a Map is hull broken. Serenity moves into trying to get a kill, and they pick up another kill.
Who Needs a Map now balloon broken. Coraline going to be pushing on the Eclipse. Coraline goes in for a ram. Serenity has spawned back in right here. Eclipse is going to be losing their balloon armor as well in a second.
Mortar going out! Oh wow! Do they pick up the kill here? 1 minute left.
And there's the kill. Serenity now in a 2v1. This could be disastrous for them if they don't get out of here.
It looks like Serenity is realizing that. He's probably going to try to make a run for it with just 40 seconds left.
Of course, next kill will win, and blue team does have the kill advantage.
Exactly. So no coin flip for those who were hopeful for that. Always have to point it out. Yeah, he's going to get away.
Eclipse has spawned back in behind the blue ships, but they're not going to have enough time, and
yep,
there's
that
the end
was
of
the
the match.
timer there.
That means that Assaultro defeats Altruistic Trading Company by a score of 4-4, winning on first kill advantage. They were so close to mounting a comeback in this one, but were ultimately unable. What I do want to point out, though, is that it probably, based on how that was how the most of the match had played out, should have been 4-0 at the end there, or at least not 4-4. The blue team just allowed the red team to meat grind them to actually almost lose.
Yeah, if the Goldfish wouldn't have fled there, they would have actually picked up the kill and they would have won it. So very, very nice comeback on the end there, and a very, very good game from both sides here, especially on the end there. Very, very nice to see.
Yes, this of course means that Assaultro will be facing, I believe, Clan in the next match in the losers final.
Yes.
That will, however, not be over here. That will be commentated by Lasagna and Luharis over at twitch.tv/thatlasagnaguy. Gonna link that in chat. So with that, that ends our live stream of today's Sunday Community Skirmish. Thank you, of course, to all players for taking part and letting this actually have people to play. Also, thank you to the other casters and referees over at that other stream that I just linked. And thank you to Stefan for co-casting with me, refereeing for me, and organizing this entire tournament.
Kind of seems like a lot, but okay.
Well, it is.
Always glad to be of service.
Do you have any final thoughts?
Well, yeah, thanks to everyone for participating today. Hope to see everyone back next week, and let's keep this going.
Alright, so before I stop streaming, I am going to sort of advertise this. October 23rd will be my next 12-hour charity stream. That will be lasting from 10 a.m. Eastern Time to 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Details will be posted in my Twitch description, or, well, beneath the video player as it comes out. I already have a not final version of the schedule yet. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the stream today. I certainly did. And I will see you guys next time.
You forgot one thing. Everyone remember, Monday Winter Madness tomorrow. Expect people to be there. We have a free title now that you can win if you win the special round on it. So I hope to see everyone there today. And this one I have to do. I cannot resist that button. I can't resist it.
Alright. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day, everyone.